Hey guys, it is Saturday, February 16th, 2008. It's about 20 after 7 on Saturday morning. So what I decided to do with the blog post today is to give you some content with an audio file. I got a couple questions and I wanted to answer them. I thought it'd be easier for me to do it with an audio file than to write it out. Plus it'll kind of give a distinction of what we're doing here, and it'll also give you a better understanding of a couple good questions that I got from a customer. These questions are from Ashley, and the first question was that she's been studying NLP to go along with hypnosis, and she wants to know about, is this the same concept as thinking the thought and projecting your thought into the words that you're using, even though the words that you're using doesn't mean the same thing as the thought in itself. And I think what she's saying is, how do you combine the process of using hypnotic influence verbally, using your words, using your auditory, your tones, and then combining that with thought power. You know, a lot of times people really discount the concept of the thought power, but the fact of the matter is that the subconscious mind picks up everything. No matter what you do, when you make a gesture to somebody, you raise your eyebrows, you make a smirk on your face, somebody's subconscious mind picks it up. That's why those things are so powerful. That's why if you make a comment to somebody and they raise their eyes or they make a smirk, that's them picking it up a lot of times subconsciously and kind of like not believing what you're saying. Well, if that's true, and it is, I mean, you track it. Just go through your next week and just notice all the nonverbal cues that people give you when you make statements to them. Now, if they're picking those things up and they're doing a lot of these tics or whatever you want to call them subconsciously, then it stands to reason that if you play to their subconscious with your words and with your thoughts, then it's going to work. Disclaimer is going to work all the time? Is it going to work every single time that you do it? Probably not. I mean, it's not a perfect world. But the fact is that the subconscious mind does take in everything that's out there. It's like a 24/7 mechanism that's always on. That's why it's so easy to influence somebody even when they're sleeping, because of the fact that you could play subliminal messages to them. Subliminal messages being just under the level of the conscious thought. Now, getting back to the question, when you are looking to hypnotically influence somebody, if you're going to do it in the most powerful way possible, obviously your words are going to take into place, and you're going to use certain patterns or commands, suggestions, auto-suggestions to yourself, auto-suggestions to the person. But the other thing is mental intent. Mental intent's probably stronger than the actual words you're using. And that would be that if I were talking to you and I was trying to get a concept across to you, not only would I be using my words, but I'd also be using my thoughts. But even to take it a step further than using the thoughts, and the thoughts would be sending out a thought that said, I want you to listen to me, I want you to focus on every word that I'm saying, every directive that I'm giving to you, I want you to really take it. So that's one way of doing it. So you've got your words inside your mind that you're talking to this person, so you're really dual communicating. And then the third thing is the emotion. What is the emotion that you are transferring to that individual? And basically what we're looking at is the fact that you're transferring an emotion, and the emotion is going to be could be a good feeling, could be a bad feeling, depending upon what you're looking to get across. In my perspective, it should always be a good feeling when you're looking to influence, because people will do things based on feeling good. When you look at hypnosis in general, hypnotic influence, covert persuasion, whatever you want to call it, the fact of the matter is this: in order to influence somebody, the best way to do it is to get them relaxed. How do you get somebody relaxed? You make them feel good. And so as you're doing this dual communication, it's actually a triple communication, because you're communicating with your words, you're communicating with your thoughts, and you're also communicating with your emotions. If you take all three of these things and you combine them and supercharge them up, you're going to get 3 times the effectiveness of the influence that you're looking to portray. I mean, it's as simple as that. Now, is this something that's going to happen just overnight? You put this into your repertoire? I can tell you right now, there's a lot of times when I'm out doing these things where I forget to use all three. So it's really a matter of taking a conscious awareness and saying, okay, when I go out to influence, I am going to plan my situation so that I'm going to use all three. I'm going to use my thoughts, I'm going to use my words, and I'm going to use the emotional content that's going to deliver the extra power that this particular mechanism uses. Now, this information might be a little bit advanced for a lot of people that are listening to this, but the fact of the matter is, when you buy the manipulation books, there are 4 fantastic books. They go into a great amount of detail, and we will be updating those at some point and raising the price. So right now it's a steal, literal steal. There's no doubt it's the best deal on the internet. Of course, if you go into the closed-door hypnosis files, or even manipulation or ultimate hypnotic influence, you're going to get a lot of these concepts in a lot more detail that will allow you to influence with power like you've never done before. Ashley had some other good questions, but what I'm going to do is save those for another time, maybe tomorrow or maybe sometime next week, to give you another nugget of information that will allow you to hypnotically influence and persuade with power. I appreciate you listening here on a Saturday. Hopefully this message gets to you and you have a great weekend. Thanks for listening again, and take care. This is A.T. Perhacs signing off.